time. And yes, we're getting more gold. We're going to get into the blog post and go over how we're going to get more gold. Also, we're going to talk about my trip to Culver City to the Scopely HQ. And some good, some bad. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. But first, let's get to the important stuff, which is going to be the blog. And yes, Darkhawk is coming to the game, and he's going to be coming on Thursday the 12th. And also, apparently, he's an edgelord, according to the post, which we're going to read that. Greetings, Commanders. Here's your weekly battle plan for October 7th through October 13th. War Season Reward Update. That is the big deal in this entire blog post. We'll get there. October 9th, Rescue Blitz, Season 5, Battle Pass Sylvie. October 10th, Spectral Emporium, Spending Ebony Traits, Spending Power Cores, Pharaoh Festival Web Milestone. October 11th, Season 44 Strike Pass, which will feature Zombie Iron Man. Boy, what they had like initial offers for Zombie Iron Man in an initial event. And then it seemed to me like in the springtime or late winter, they had like one round of offers, but there's been like little to no access to Zombie Iron Man. I highly recommend unlocking him. Zombie Iron Man is effective at low star levels. I highly recommend him. So Season 44 Strike Pass is going to feature Zombie Iron Man. We've got the Darkhawk release on the 12th. The 13th will be the Haunting Hunters Quick Rumble. Nobody cares about Blitz. Delete it from the game. It's garbage. And then keep an eye out for inbox messages alerting to your character availability. Bucky Barnes will be going to the Raid Store and Orb. Nice. Moonstone will be added to the Raid Store and Orb. Nice. Apocalypse and Nova both will be getting, well, Apocalypse will be getting 5 through 7 stars with dark promotion credits, and then Nova will be getting 6 to 7 dark promotion credits, which I'll never get because there's dark. I don't get dark promotion credits, and I'm not spending $100 on 1,200 dark promotion credits. Get it? No way. All right, Darkhawk lands soon. Rip enemies to shreds with painful attacks and spread negative effects with a Pegasus bird of prey. Darkhawk lands in the battle soon. On top of being a powerful ally, having Darkhawk will unlock additional Across Infinity Pegasus Showcase, which is already in the game nodes. So don't wait to add this bird of prey to your roster. Also worth noting is last night they reworked some of the Pegasus team. They basically removed some of the tags that were specific to Raid, which should make them more viable in Cosmic Crucible and Alliance War. We'll go over that after we get through the blog post. But there was another rework for the Pegasus team to make them more useful outside of raids. Darkhawk will be available on the 12th via the Edgelord. Was that a real thing? I guess I don't know the Darkhawk lore. I'm sure this has to do with something in a comic, but boy, that seems funny. Edgelord Orb. I don't know why it's funny to me. Say that 3 times really fast. Darkhawk and Edgelord. Say it 3 times really fast, which costs 675 power cores and rewards up to 180 Darkhawk shards. Darkhawk shards. What is that? It's like a 0.25%, 1 in 2,000. The video is just off the rails. You have to deal with it. Going live the same day and availability for 3 days are Darkhawk offers. YouTube, I'm saying Darkhawk. I hope the closed captioning is not screwed on this video. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, I bet you the closed captioning button is going to make this video a mess, which contained tons of Darkhawk shards, including special deals that state they'll unlock additional offers. Upon your next Long Dog or visit after the purchase of a deal that unlocks additional offers, you have access to limited time deals and gold, trading materials, and other resources. I don't really like those offers. But anyways, make sure you grab red stars for Darkhawk on October 12th. And he'll be featured in the Red Star Orbs at higher drop rate. All right, after recruiting his Ravenous Blast, head over to the web to create a team composition and make gear plans using the online tools. All right, Friday Freedom Claim, that is running right now. Night of the Were Tigress events. Spectral Emporium, we're going to skip over these events. They're fine. You're welcome to look at them. But this is the main thing as far as I'm concerned in the entire blog post. Alliance War reward updates. The Spoils of War will soon get a 24 carat upgrade. and feature an influx of gold. The upcoming war season rewards will feature double the gold for the top payout of up to 20 million. I don't think I was ever getting nobody gets 10 million currently, but I remember getting like 5 million, and so that means it's gonna be 10 million. I'll take whatever gold I can get. I mean, even if it's only enough to take one character from 90 to 95, because it's like 4.2 million. My goodness, the gold is just outrageous in this game, and plus spending all my gold every day on gear tier 18 stuff. You'll find more Elite War credits, so don't forget to stop by the Elite War store and open up your valuable war orbs. Updates are slated to arrive on October 8th, which just is around the corner, right? So power up your war teams now and make sure you take advantage of the boost in the bullion when the next war season rewards. More gold is good news. All right, it's just that simple. I'll take whatever I can get. Right, it's just gold is outrageous, a problem right now for a lot of players. Myself, I need more gold. Right, Battle Pass visual upgrades. They're gonna bring back the way that it was before. When you click on the icon, you can see all the rewards that you're getting. So that was there, and then it was gone. So they're gonna bring it back. So improved Pegasus kits. So what they did is they're removing a lot of the raid tags, like on the Iron Man Infinity War. The special had an in raids applicability block for 2 turns of primary target. Now it's just going to have the raid is being removed. And then on his ultimate in raids, spread all negative effects, including taunt and stealth on self and all Pegasus allies. That will be now available outside of raids. Max health outside of raids. So that's fantastic. It feels like they did a lot of the abilities that had the raid callouts, with the exception of some of the crazy Terminator things like on Ironheart. Rescue, right here. In war and raids, apply 2 regeneration to self and all allies instead. In raids, apply 2 death proof and 2 deflects to self and all Pegasus allies on her special. Now that just happens everywhere. The ultimate in war and raids, apply immunity for 2 turns and self on all allies. In raids, always apply speed up for 2 turns of self and all Pegasus allies. That's going to happen everywhere. So that's better, right? The passive Stark upgrade. In war and raids on spawn, bury yourself and all power armor and Pegasus allies for 20% of the character's max health. In raids on spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Pegasus allies. That's going to work everywhere. Ironheart. So there's a couple things about Ironheart, and we're going to talk about the test server here in a second. On the test server, she was only giving Terminator to herself on spawn. And so we were testing it that way, and then they fixed it. And so I think that the team is going to be better than the initial testing we had, because they updated the kit to work the way it read, but it looks like it was tuned around a broken kit, if you will. But they didn't update that. That is only going to work in raids. It's not going to work outside of raids. Like I said, they're not doing like the crazy Terminator stuff outside of raids, which is good, I think. In raids, if this character has 4 more Pegasus allies, gain immunity, so that's going to work everywhere. The special, apply immunity for 2 turns of self and all adjacent Pegasus allies. That's going to apply everywhere, right? The ultimate, engineer self in raids, prolong the duration of all positive effects on self and Pegasus allies up to a maximum of 5, gains extra focus for each enemy with vulnerable. It's going to apply everywhere. The passive, gain armor 30% in raids on spawn if this character has 4 more Pegasus allies. By generate 2 ability energy for each Pegasus ally. Gain 30% armor. Pegasus allies gain an additional 30% armor. That's going to work everywhere. And so this is, I think, are going to be good. Hopefully that's the problem with raid teams, right? If they're only good in raids, then we have a situation again like Bionic Avengers, unfortunately, which was a disaster, right? The original basic Steel Wing. In raids, this attack has 30% critical chance. Updated basic attack has 30% crit chance. The passive now will have, it's basically going to work everywhere. And then the same, the critical damage. So I think a lot of this kit favors Raider. Now, something of interest is that there was a Black Order rework that is live in game. And part of the Black Order rework were these stat increases. when this video was made right here with Dorky Dad and the videos that were made on the test server prior to them going into the game, none of the stat increases were applied. I was insanely negative about this team. Dorky Dad was insanely negative around this team. And now in game, they're actually better than when we tested. So the test server did not have all of these stat increases. So largely, you know, myself and Dorky were very negative about the Black Order rework. You know, we called it trash. You know, it's garbage. So I'm going to have to revisit that. I'm still not changing my recommendation currently to, like, I don't think you should upgrade your Black Order, but you know, you can go into practice mode and test it out. They're a little better than what I initially thought because we had bugged information. Test server footage is always subject to change, right? That's exactly what happened. All right. Lastly, I wanted to show my favorite picture from being in LA. So on Wednesday night, I drove to LA. I got there at 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning, slept, went to Scopely, and then we were in meetings from, let's say, 9:30 to 6:30. Then we had dinner. I crashed, and then I drove back the next morning, and here we are. So it was about a 30-hour turnaround. So we were in meetings about 7 hours, and I drove 9 hours, right? So, but what I wanted to say, it was a good experience, but it was mixed, and I'll explain. Largely got to enjoy meeting people for the first time. All of these people were there. We've got the community managers here, and then the rest of these are players of Marvel Strike Force and content creators and various. And so it was really cool to hang out with all the people. And I want to say that I'm cautiously optimistic about the direction of Marvel Strike Force. I would say that at least 5 of the sessions that I was in, I had this genuine feel of like, wow, Scopely is actually wanting to engage and be more transparent with the community. And oh my God, that's going to be so cool. And they were receptive to feedback. There was an hour in the visit that I did not feel that way. And we will have to see what happens and how it plays out. But I just wanted to, I don't want to paint this picture that the entire trip was just rainbows and unicorns and perfect. There definitely was an hour in the course of the day of presentations that was a little bit jarring and alarming, and I will have to see how it plays out. I don't know how it's going to play out until it hits the game, but I am very skeptical of what we were shown, and we'll have to see how that plays out. But overall, I do think that there has been a changing in the guard over at Scopely, and it feels like they're trying to move things in a better direction. And I think some of that has to do with the player voice movement and their interactions with them. So in general, I'm happy with that, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.